Hello listeners, and welcome to the Mates and Moments podcast. Christian here, as always with me are Jazzy.
Hello everyone.
Sunny.
Hello.
And Vince.
Hi everybody.
Nice. So, I thought along the way here guys, just realised when I was just regularly watching WWE YouTube channel with my son and just the amount of passion he just shows watching these new wrestlers under this new WWE umbrella through Netflix, just made me recollect my viewing experiences over the years and how I just became such a wrestling nerd, just looking even things outside of WWE through watching TV. There was a wrestling channel, I think in the early 2000s, mid 2000s, where I saw other wrestling organizations, and there was a lot of wrestling historians sharing, like, they call it shoot style interview, but it's more like the real behind the scenes stuff about how there was these amazing wrestlers throughout the decades. Like, I think wrestling's been on television for nearly 100 years or so. There was like mention of like a Pakistani wrestler called the Great Gamma, and
Wow. Didn't realise there was one.
Yeah, like he was undefeated as well for like 2-3 decades. Like,
what organisation was that for?
There was no like wrestling organisation back then. It was just create an event, like a carnival event, where you have these real wrestlers, but then they realised, probably like UFC in real fighting, like you're getting injured, you're not going to get paid, you're getting paid per event. So I think they create a hustle or a con or method acting back then with portraying like a real contest between professional athletes, and then they were able to do this throughout the whole calendar year through different parts of the world. And you have these like different ethnic wrestlers from different countries around the world. There was, I mentioned the Great Gamma, there was also a Greek American wrestler called Jem Londos, who apparently sold out massive arenas and stadiums back then.
Wow.
And then there was obviously Bruno Sammartino. In the 70s there was like Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes. In the 80s it was Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage. There was also Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, Shawn Michaels. And then 90s came, and then you had like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, The Undertaker, Kane. That's probably more where we sit in terms of our viewing. There was also Hulk Hogan as well, but let's not go there. But the recent political events that have happened around here, wouldn't want to commentate too much on that. So I was just thinking, recollecting all these things, even these indie events I've been to as well. I've been to ROH, Ring of Honor. Before AEW came, there was all these wrestlers, like Cody Rhodes was there. There was the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page. There was even Damian Priest, who was at the time called Punishment Martinez. There was Bubba Ray Dudley. He was there as an appearance, just nostalgia. And I see Jazzy and Sonny were like not familiar with these wrestlers, but these were back then up and coming like indie events that tried to compete with WWE or just be associated as another alternative. And I just had some interesting moments. I even had an autograph signing which didn't go exactly 100% well. I found out I blanked one of the wrestlers when I asked for Cody Rhodes' interview, because they were sharing a big table, but I thought it was just one table for Cody Rhodes. And then I accidentally blanked that person. But it was also, I was fasting at the time, so my brain wasn't really 100% there. And then once I got Cody Rhodes' autograph, which was a rough copy because they ran out then, and he goes, take this for free. So he was so nice about it.
Oh, wow.
And when I turned around, my mate goes, the other guy was giving me the most dirtiest of evil looks, thinking, who the heck is this guy? Why did he blank me? And it turns out it was Hangman Adam Page, who's in AEW. He's like one of their main guys. But he's a very talented guy. I just had a massive brain fog. And then also Kurt Angle, I went to an autograph event in central London when he was a TNA champion, and I told him my name and he didn't believe me. He said, whatever buddy, in his voice, but I didn't want to contest. He was a massive beast. He's a tank. Like, it felt like 2-3 people could fit into his suit. Wow. He was that big, and his hands were made of pebble.
Wow.
Like, you couldn't even try to shake or break his hand, even if you wanted to. And the last wrestling event I attended a few years ago was Rev Pro, and that had a lot of AEW up and coming stars there, like Will Ospreay.
I did have a question for you, Christian. What is the difference between watching it live and maybe watching it at home?
I think you get to see, you wouldn't see nearly perfect, flawless performances because I guess the camera angles cut away from the bad angles. You just realise, like, the ring looks like a trampoline with how much leap these wrestlers get. Like, they bounce into the canvas to spring up. It is amazing to watch. Like, they're on air when they float up, these high-flying wrestlers. But when they take the bump on those canvas, that wrestling ring, you can hear it. It's loud, and they make you know. Like, even they see some people jump off the stage or off the ring post. It's like a massive leap. Like, there's no gravity, and the folks make the show, basically. You get some people heckling or making some comments, but yeah, people are really engaged. It's nice to see. I see a variety of people. Like, some people even thought would watch this kind of thing, like more alternative people, more goth, like maybe people who with special needs, but there's like lots of variety of people. It's trying to be as fun as possible, and obviously I think people are in on the not the joke, but in on the performances, and you're just invested in the wrestlers rather than what they're necessarily doing, or if they really need to try and portray a real match, but something that people can invest into and then support you when you're trying to win, or boo you when you're detracting away from trying to be the bad guy in that sense. So people understand it's not like MMA, it's not like boxing. You're not trying to actually win at all costs. You're actually trying to put on a show that people are invested in.
Yet they're still athletes who are dedicated to their sport and there for the entertainment purposes.
Exactly. So I feel hard done when some people just say, "Oh, this is fake," and I'm like, "Yeah, but they're really taking those bumps.
Yeah,
they really are hurting themselves."
It's entertainment, isn't it? It's entertainment business.
I mean, back then it was like they did want to portray realism because they want that legitimacy and they want people to give it credibility, and then all the accolades. And back then there was lots of media around it, just of how serious it was, and now it's just got evolved into something else.
So, Christian, could I ask, like, what is your most iconic moment in wrestling then, or what moment sticks out for you and thinks, wow, this is amazing?
Wow, I mean, so many, especially around the 90s. I think one of them that was ridiculous was Stone Cold Steve Austin in the beer truck, just dousing people in beer and then dousing Vince McMahon into beer and just slipping around. But yeah, I mean, I thought, with you guys, I would like to ask, who are your favourite wrestlers? And Vince, who do you think is your favourite wrestler?
I feel like I have a few, but I think the one that sticks out most to me is Robert Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam?
Yep.
Robert, very respectable.
Wow. Yeah. He knows him personally.
Yeah, Robert, even if that is his real name, but what when we say that?
It's just the way he's like quite athletic and just the moves that he did. Yes, the 5-star frog flash.
Yep.
The hurricanes and the flips.
You ever seen him in ECW?
Yeah, I saw him a little bit.
Yeah, he's Mr. Extreme, indeed. But yeah, no, he's very good shout. He's amazing, very athletic, very innovative with even the chair shots and the Van Daminator where he just did that spinning wheel kick into the chair. Amazing feats of athleticism. It's more like martial arts. I mean, what about you, Sonny? Who do you think is your? I
think for me, my immediate answer is The Rock.
Yeah, I understand.
He is the people's champion.
Yeah.
It's spine tingling when his entrance comes on. I don't know if anyone else was the same, but
I agree,
just you hear the music and you are just hooked in, and you're just super excited to see him come out.
Yeah.
And obviously outside of wrestling, obviously he's had his career, and you do also follow that. But even as a wrestler, he was the one that I got really excited about seeing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, talking about, and also perhaps Kane as well. I think Kane is an iconic character.
Yeah, that mask.
The mask and that whole persona he's got. Big red machine. It's pretty cool.
No, definitely agree there. I think everyone has The Rock as their number one. I think he's, even amongst his own peers and even legends, have him as number one. What about you, Jazzy? Who do you have as your favourite?
Yeah, I'm a little bit like Sonny. Obviously, The Rock is the one that stands out, but I think I've got quite a few which kind of stand out. Obviously, The Rock, Stone Cold,
yep,
Undertaker, Kane. I like the Undertaker Kane kind of connection, with their brothers.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite cool. And someone kind of a little bit left field who I didn't really see lots of, but I was always intrigued to kind of see a bit more of, was Sting.
Oh, yes. Sting.
Yeah,
the icon.
Yeah, like there was something about him that I thought, oh, he could be quite a good wrestler, but I didn't see lots of him. But I felt like his character could be really quite cool.
I think I had the privilege of having cable at the time when I saw WCW, and he's just so captivating. Like his persona, him being in the bleachers or at the top, just going down, and he just was stone cold, and everyone around him was selling how much of a threat he is, how intimidating he was. And then before then, when he was young, he was dynamic, shouting, going woo, jumping into the corners for the Stinger splash. Like he was up there with Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. He was just that much of an icon in an alternative universe to the WWE, and it was just such a shame that it didn't work out for him in WWE.
Yeah, I agree. And what about yourself, Chris?
This is so many. I mean, I'm just going to say The Rock, just because he's the overall package.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone afterwards could really touch him. I know there was John Cena, but he's just so different. I know people love John Cena, they idolise him, and I respect John Cena a lot in terms of what he's done for WWE and how long he's been at the top.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's just The Rock. Like, I was so invested in his promos.
Yeah.
Like, he could be funny, he could be serious, he could be legitimate, athletic. Like, he didn't have to be a technical wizard or anything. He was just like, you felt the hits. You felt like he was giving it all. It was just, I know it was a figure of speech of, there was electricity, but there was energy there, just high octane stuff, especially with Stone Cold Steve Austin, the way they just strike each other. That rivalry is just...
that was a very good rivalry.
That package for WrestleMania, was it 2001? When they had it was not Limp Bizkit. It was that only with that package when they fought each other for the third or second time on WrestleMania, or second time I think, and that was just all balls to the wall, just amazing promo. It was just brilliant. I was like, we watched it, didn't we, on Netflix?
We did, because Netflix now got the rights for WWE, so we did watch that.
Watch everything easy.
Yeah.
I think outside of like the mainstream wrestlers who are there big time, there are loads of other very competent, very good names, like Vince had mentioned Rob Van Dam. That's such a nice name to hear. Like it makes me think of like Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero and Edge and Christian and Kurt Angle and those names also come, who are very, very good wrestlers as well.
Yeah, I mean, the Eddie Guerrero though, I think he is so sad that his career was cut short. Like he still had more to offer, I think. Yeah. And it's one of those. I mean, I touched up on iconic moments. I mean, what iconic moments did you guys have that, I will always remember this at any point?
Yeah, I think for me, it's a bit of a weird one. I think it's when The Rock faced Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yes.
Such an iconic moment, because obviously Hulk Hogan had so many WrestleManias. He was like Mr. WrestleMania, wasn't he? Yeah. He was the one. And when Rock faced him, I was like, wow, this is like such an iconic moment. Like two different generations of wrestlers fighting each other. It's probably not like the most entertaining or the most, but visually, it was just like, whoa, like the spectacle was there. And I think that was probably the one that comes to mind the most.
Yeah, I got a lot of satisfaction with that dream pairing, because you could get some dream pairings that just don't fulfill your expectations, meet your expectations, but I think this one over delivered, because people never thought Hulk Hogan could capture that Hulkamaniac moment again, like after so many years leaving WWE. Really, that's a good shout there, Sonny. What about you, Jazzy? Anything iconic that you can?
I think mine's close to the time of The Rock and Hogan when they had their match. I really like the whole WCW versus WWE.
Oh yes,
I really enjoyed that when they were vying for wrestlers and when everyone was attacking everybody. Like, I remember when when Austin came down and beat everybody. Yeah. You didn't know if it was going to be Team WWE, if it was going to be Team WCW. Yeah. I think that for me, that kind of whole era, just back and forth between the wrestlers was amazing. Yeah. I really, and part of that was the NWO and and stuff.
Yeah,
so I kind of really enjoyed that kind of.
Yeah, the turn of the millennium there.
Yeah, I think so. I think that for me, it kind of sticks in my mind as like something epic.
Epic indeed. Though there was so much more potential from that angle as well. But yeah, Vince, what was your iconic moment? Something that springs to mind?
A little bit torn between two, but one I think has pretty much a wow factor, I guess, is the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Mankind.
Oh yes, Mick Foley, Mankind. That was brutal.
Yeah, just thrown down from the top of the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, no, and he did it twice. One over into the commentary box and one through the cage down. And then when I heard the stories afterwards, how Mick Foley's tooth went through his mouth, I was like, that's gruesome. Yeah. Like he really put his body through the line. I'm like, I don't think anyone would do that, and he was just so uncoordinated. There was not any safety procedures or anything. It was just went through with it. And I was like, oh, how could you do that? Like 20 feet. That's like the top of a house, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even that matchup though, was it? I mean, Mick Foley, he was pretty much all his matchups. He's so resilient. He's so, he could just take the hits.
Yeah, he's just willing to go for it. Brave to do that, I guess.
He was another guy who was amazing on the mic as well. Like people were invested in what he was saying and how he could paint a story as different characters, whichever one it was. I mean, and what was the second one that you're thinking of?
Probably a little bit more recent. Well, not recent, but I guess it's between the Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair.
Oh,
Shawn Michaels
match. Oh, that meme where Shawn Michaels like, I love you, and he just super kicks him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, that should have been his last match, in my opinion.
Yeah. But those are very interesting moments that Vince has really picked out.
Yeah, no, they're very iconic. I agree. I mean, I've just touched up on the Stone Cold beer truck thing when you're just dousing people. That was funny because Vince McMahon was looking like a fool because he was like the boss, covered in beer, and he was swimming around looking like a fool. But I mean, I guess, we have all these iconic moments, and you have these wrestlers from different eras, and what's amazing now is that we can play them as characters in games on PS5 and various games I used to play as well on the Nintendo N64, the WCW Nitro.
You played it on Nintendo?
Yeah, that's showing my age here, aren't I?
Gosh, man,
No Mercy.
Yeah, No Mercy was on there. I think mostly we played PlayStation, I think.
Yeah, the SmackDown series.
Yeah, you had, I think for me, the one which kind of stand out, in gaming was Here Comes the Pain.
Oh, yeah.
Here Comes the Pain was amazing. I think it was like the most amazing wrestling game I've ever played.
The wrestlers he had on there was
epic. Here Comes the Pain was good. SmackDown, Just Bring It. Yeah. With the Rock on the cover.
Just bring it. That brings back memories.
Absolutely. And then you had Shut Your Mouth, which was really good as well. I think all of that kind of SmackDown PlayStation kind of era was really good in terms of
the gameplay was so fun.
Yeah, it was so much fun. You could really enjoy yourselves. You could really have so much fun with all of them. And then
Here Comes the Pain though, just like you had Brock Lesnar, Bill Goldberg, John Cena, Randy Orton, I think even The Rock.
You had everyone. You had Undertaker was on there. Everyone was on there.
It was so stacked.
It was amazing, that game, and you had so much fun. You could play that for hours and hours and hours, and you wouldn't get bored in terms of all of that. And then I know you had the SmackDown versus Raw games as well, didn't you?
I was going to mention that one.
Would you?
I love that one.
Did you play a lot of those?
I played that a lot on the PlayStation.
Did you? Oh. Yeah, no, I don't think I played lots of that. I think I played mostly Just Bring It, Shut Your Mouth, Here Comes the Pain. Yeah. I don't think I bought SmackDown versus Raw as much. And then it kind of really changed to
2K, isn't it?
Yeah, that WWE 2K era, which, to be honest, I played a few of those games. I think I had maybe 19 and 20, 23 maybe. But I haven't really played a lot of them.
I mean, when you do play these games, though, are you playing the story mode where you're creating your character and you're building that and then and following that, or are you doing the matchups between the established wrestlers?
Yeah, so I guess when I first get it, I just kind of try and go into just the normal matchups and be like The Rock or The Undertaker. But more of the newer games, you have to unlock those characters.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Whereas in the older games, you could just play whoever straight away. But with the new ones, you've got to unlock those characters. So I just kind of play with the characters that are already there, just to kind of get used to the buttons and what moves does what, and get used to it. And then as soon as that's done, then really I just kind of go and create my own wrestler basically, and start my own season.
Are you always making it relatable to you? So are you making it Asian-fied, or are you trying to make it more marketable for the Western market? Or
generally I try and do two, if you will. So one just is just generally for marketable, what one which might relate to me or connect to my roots, like someone who's from like Pakistan or something like that. And, it might be like
you get shalwar kameez on.
wearing shalwar kameez as an attire, and might wear a turban or a topi, things like that. You just kind of play around with it.
Put a long beard.
Basically, you're just gonna have fun with it and just gonna get it.
Do you make your attributes like 100% strength? Or
something? I try and stay away from that. I try and stay away from like giving you like the
unrealistic.
full, I try and be a bit more realistic with terms of like how I could develop. What category of wrestler. Is this wrestler going to be? Is he going to be a heavyweight or
brawler, technician?
Exactly. There you go. You know all the terms, man.
Yeah, like you can have like ring announcements as well, right? Where you can have a nickname and then it actually says the name, which is pretty cool, pretty fun.
I remember one which was always going the Asian Nightmare. That was always
everyone
fun.
chose that one.
That's nearly a copyright infringement of the American Nightmare.
Yeah, I think it probably was. They did have that obviously, but they had it on the game, so I think a lot of people picked that, and it was just so much fun just designing your character. But it did take a bit of time, like designing your character, the ring entrance, the ring music, your ring attire, your in-ring attire as well. So so much to kind of do. It does take a bit of time.
Yeah, I think even people on YouTube just share that stuff as well, the customizations.
Yeah, they do. But it does take a while though.
I think even to go even further, you customize your own moves as well and wrestling style.
Yeah. 100%, yeah, and you got like every single button's got a different move that you can kind of press, and then you get like your stock moves, and then you got special moves, and then you got your finishers. Yeah, like talking about finishers, whenever you guys have played it, and if you've ever kind of created one, what's been like your favorite finisher?
I mean, the one that had the most vibrations for me was the Stone Cold Stunner. Really,
was it?
Yeah.
So you had your vibrations on your controller.
Yeah, just like most of the Undertaker moves had the vibration on, and I thought, they gave them the big moves. But I think the Stone Cold Stunner is like, you see how people react differently to it. They had like so many different settings for the reactions. You have the iconic rock reaction, and you got people just jumping up, back, forward. So I suppose that was fun. I mean. There's even the 5-star frog splash as well, when you see the fluidity of how Rob Van Dam jumps in. Is it Here Comes the Pain? It was Shut Your Mouth, when he used to just go in different angles.
Oh yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
But if I had to choose, I'd probably choose like the F5 or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that was amazing.
That's exactly what I was going to say. The F5 on the game was absolutely so overpowered.
And then the camera angles for that as well.
Oh yeah, but I think the camera angles on those games, like Here Comes the Pain, etc., was significantly better than the 2K ones that we have now.
Oh wow.
Vince, what about you? What was your favourite kind of move that you like to use?
I think on the vibrations it was like the rocks one.
People's Elbow?
That's the one, People's Elbow.
How can you forget?
He's trying to demonstrate it with his arms.
I think you got too electrified, he forgot.
Yes. Yep, there was that one, and I guess the choke slam is another one.
Oh yeah,
there's so many variations on that.
That was really good.
And the ones that you have to try to get out the submissions as well.
Oh, that's so hard sometimes.
You just have to button bash, don't you, to try and get out.
Yeah. You have like the meter which comes up on the screen to kind of go, get it in that meter, or press X and I'll press square and I'll press circle if you play PlayStation.
Stuck in the crossface.
I don't know what you pressed on Nintendo 64 to get out of that.
Oh no, back then you couldn't counter it really.
Oh gosh.
You just
took it and you just took it.
You just took it and just died, didn't that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fair enough.
Health bar 0.
That's alright, that's fair. So that's quite good, like those gaming segments, I think.
Yeah.
Really
Any
good.
dream matches you played on there? In your opinion?
I don't know, I played so many matches on there. I think I probably played all of them.
Well, that's given me an idea then. How about if we sort of create our dream all-time WrestleMania matchups?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So if I name the type of match that are going to be in it, I'll leave it to you guys to decide who the matchups are.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool. So I think first one that comes to mind, which I guess happens quite early on in the card, could be a tag team match.
Yeah.
So when you think of the all-time wrestlers that we've got there, who would your all-time 11 for tag team matches be?
Yeah, well, there's quite a few. I'm not sure if they were quite before our times, but there were, like, they say, Legions of Doom.
Okay.
They're like big, like, they're like, I don't know how to describe them. They had like very extravagant.
Oh yeah, didn't they have like those horns or
whatever? On
like
their
padding,
shoulders.
the padding on their shoulders.
Yeah, shoulder pads. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, there's that. There's the Hardys.
Yeah.
Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
Edge and Christian. The Dudley Boys.
Yep.
I mean, there was even makeshift ones like the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, no, I think for me, it's Dudley Boys versus Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
Yeah. So you would want to see that again.
Yeah,
So that
definitely
would
see
be...
Dudleys versus the Hardys.
But then
That'd
you'd
be
have to
amazing.
have a stipulation between them two.
Yeah, like what, like some sort of
TLC or
TLC.
KC.
Yeah, you see, so that was my other option was TLC, and I was thinking
Oh,
that
okay.
would, you know, so maybe have that. So if I move on to TLC, would you say Hardys versus Dudleys is TLC?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they introduced it, it's like, how can you not move past that?
But again, it's like it's a tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like you could have a TLC single match.
You can.
yeah. It's just like they revolutionised it because it was
They
based
did.
on the story.
Yeah,
like,
they
the
did.
Dudleys had the specialty tables, the Hardys had the ladder, Edge and Christian had the chairs. It's just
Maybe combine those two together.
That sounds quite good. TLC tag team matches,
Yeah.
Hardys and Dudleys, yeah?
yeah,
Yeah.
fair
We'll
enough.
do a triple
That'll
tag
be-
team.
triple tag team. But then, you know, these guys have their respective singles careers as well. Like Edge has won it multiple times. Like,
Yeah.
where could we slot him? I guess like we're later in the card that you've got.
Yeah,
South Zone.
yeah. I mean, I think Edge can fit in other areas as well. I'll move on to maybe Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, okay.
So
This one.
this is interesting for me. What comes up to mind is like Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, maybe even Edge.
Yeah, because I always associate Intercontinental as like a step up to the heavyweight championship, the world title. It's like you see the young up and comers that are coming through. I like that. My son I enjoys watching Braun Breaker, who's like the son of Rick Steiner and the nephew of Scott Steiner.
Oh,
that
yeah.
could have been another tag team we could have mentioned, the Steiner brothers.
Yeah, but I don't think they would fit for me.
No.
All time, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's just when there's so many others before and after. I think it's hard for them to.
But yeah, Intercontinental. What are you thinking then?
Oh, so this is where you see who was an amazing young wrestler. I mean, Edge would have been one of them for me. Like at that time, or even Chris Jericho, who's won it the most times, like 9 times he's won it. Like
Yeah, I can agree with that because for me, they're probably it's just like below the elite levels.
Yeah, I mean,
And I know that those wrestlers are quite good and they're elite as well in themselves, but I think that Intercontinental title is just a little bit below.
for me, I think Jericho Benoit is the lineup if I had to choose. But do you guys
very
agree?
good,
Or
very good wrestlers. Very.
Eddie Guerrero, maybe?
Eddie Guerrero? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I suppose it depends how you interpret that Intercontinental title. Like, what's its purpose? Is it just to have amazing wrestler, technical wrestler, or do you want an up and coming wrestler who you think has a future, or whose youth at that time was warranted that card? I guess
Is there anything we can agree on, or should we leave it to the listeners to help us out?
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many. I mean, I would probably put Chris Jericho there because
Yeah, I would go with Chris Jericho just because he's won it.
And who would he face?
oh yeah, he's had so many good opponents as well. Like Chris Benoit,
Chris
you
Benoit.
mentioned. Yeah, I think
Chris Jericho.
I know
Yeah,
he's a
no worries.
controversial figure with what he's done, but we'll put that to the side
Yeah, and I
just
think-
for pure wrestling.
Yeah, I think they like each other as well. They do like each other, so
Yeah, I mean, he still remembers him fondly, even though
Yeah.
of what happened. But yeah, we'll move on from there.
Yeah, okay, I'll move on to the next matchup. Triple threat.
Oh. Right, there's been a
I've
few
got an
good
idea.
triple threats.
go on,
I'll
go on,
go
Vince.
with
Go on, Vince.
Randy Orton.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a good one. Yep,
I was going to
'Cause
say
he's
Rey
got-
Mysterio.
yep. And then
Randy Orton,
Jazzy,
Rey Mysterio.
who's going to be in that mix?
Oh gosh, in a triple threat match between those, I'm just kind of thinking of like those errors and maybe kind of putting a different error into it instead of like kind of going with the same error. Because if you got Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio is probably a bit old school. Maybe we're going to go a little bit new school, I guess. Maybe Roman Reigns.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay,
Well,
nice.
He's not in the main event, but he's there in the triple threat. Yeah.
No,
that'll be a fun match.
Yeah.
Just something different, isn't it? Like you got real heavyweight, someone who's good technically, and someone who's like really jumpy, etc.
Yeah.
no, sounds good.
Mix
Good,
it up.
Yeah.
that's a
think
good one.
My choice with Randy Orton. He's just like he's sneaky, so I reckon he could try to be
Yeah.
Yeah.
they do 2-on-1 and then just double cross them.
Yeah, I mean, there's this potential matchups. I mean, I could even put Kurt Angle. He's had good triple threats, and even AJ Styles.
You could put anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. I'll move on to the next one, which is my favourite, is Hell in a Cell.
Ah. So,
Undertaker.
So how many people are we having in this Hell in a Cell?
I think just one-on-one.
Undertaker.
Yeah, you
One.
have to have him. Then we could easily say Mankind, Mick Foley, but
Someone
we
else
could
you
you put someone like Triple H maybe?
Yeah,
They had a Hell in a Cell in WrestleMania. That was good.
Triple H.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple
Triple
H.
H and Undertaker for me.
Yeah.
Vince, do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Or even
with that.
Kane. But
Yeah, but they're brothers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I think Undertaker, Triple H.
yeah, I mean, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels was an amazing Hell in a Cell.
That
as
was.
And the last one is obviously the main event.
well. Right. This is going to be hard.
This is obviously going to divide a lot of people, perhaps, but for me, Rock's has to be in it.
Is,
But-
yeah.
is Rock Stone Cold?
Yeah. Is that like
So the Rock versus Stone
pretty
Cold?
much?
Yeah, now
Pretty
that I
much.
think of it.
Yeah.
There's a triple threat of Rock, them two, and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Goldberg.
Well, I was thinking
Fatal
Goldberg,
four-way.
Stone Cold, Steve Austin was a dream match.
Yeah, no, for me it's got to be Rock Stone Cold. The way
Yeah.
them two just
It was so satisfying to
Yeah,
just
like them
see the
two
build
just-
up and the fight. I mean, there was like one dream match, like a attraction match. I was thinking it was Sting versus Undertaker.
yeah.
Like as a dream match, that would have been amazing to watch. But then the Stone Cold Bill Goldberg, just because there was like such parallelisms between them
Mm.
in different companies, and some people reckon that would have been the first pay-per-view a wrestling pay-per-view to have like 1 million buy rate. They reckon.
Might have done, yeah, possible.
It's just the stars didn't align, I guess, and that's that one dream match. Like was Bill Goldberg versus Stone Cold. That hasn't happened. I mean, was there any dream matches you would have hoped to have happened but never materialized?
Well, no, I think maybe the Sting one, as I
Yeah,
mentioned.
Sting versus Undertaker.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I think a lot of them did happen, but Sting versus Undertaker, and I guess maybe the Goldberg Undertaker match to be done again because that was awful.
Oh, I don't think that can be.
Yeah, that was awful.
That was wrong time.
Yeah, that was awful.
That should have been done 5-10 years ago.
But yeah, that was a bit of a botch. But yeah,
I mean, they rectified it with Goldberg and Brock Lesnar, though. And then what about yourself, Sonny?
I'm not too sure. I think obviously you got generational differences, haven't you? That you would like to see, perhaps, like maybe, Roman Reigns. I would love for him to be, if he was, in the 90s, it would be amazing to see who he would face and how would he
Reigns, Bret
fare.
Hart?
Yeah, and how would he fare against someone like that?
That would be fun
But
to
yeah,
watch.
that would be good.
Yourself, Vince?
I suppose, I mean, I kind of like the more of the high flying wrestling, like get Rey Mysterio, Rob Van Dam, even
Have they had a
Sable.
match before?
No,
who's Sable? Did you just say?
is it Sable? Or, no, not
Oh,
Sable.
that's a
No,
woman.
that's the woman. No,
Different.
wrong. He's from not ECW. Is EC?
Sabu.
No, that's the one.
Sabu. Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Or Rhino.
Rhino.
Oh yes, Rhino. Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah, Eddie Guerrero's nephew. But yeah, I think we can go on and on about this all night. We might have to revisit it, lads. But yeah, there's been Mates Moments, and Christian here signing off alongside with Jazzy,
See you all later.
Sonny,
Bye bye.
and Vince.
Take care and safe journey.